Hi guys, today I'm doing another favorites. So this is my current favorites from everything. You guys know how random this is. This is TV, this is beauty, this is YouTube, this is food. Lots of food as always. And I really hope you enjoy, so let's get started. So you guys know the gist of this. I'm going to start off with beauty this time, and two of the things I'm pretty sure you can guess if you've seen some of my videos in the last month or so, and they're both Glossier products, and I'm obsessed. The first one is the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. Yo. If you have dry skin, try this. I feel like I've tried a ton of primers in my day because I'm so old. I don't like them. Primers make my skin feel disgusting. They make me feel like I have a layer on my skin. I wear natural makeup for a reason because I don't want that. I want to feel like I'm not wearing anything. Sometimes when I put makeup on, whether it's concealer on a spot, I get that like really nasty, like a flaky grossness, or when you put makeup on, like it just doesn't look good, and you want to put like cover your face in setting spray, but it doesn't help, and it's just unfortunate, and it never is great. And this, although is not fully a primer, it's a moisturizer that helps to prime. I do put my normal moisturizer on in the morning, and then I kind of wait, have breakfast, and then I do my makeup, so my moisturizer really sinks in. But I put this on directly before makeup, and instead of having that layer, it really absorbs into your skin, but gives your skin a really soft, dewy look, so that when I do put my makeup on top, it doesn't look overly matte. It doesn't make me greasy, which is crazy because I do have semi-oily T-zone. It doesn't make me look greasy or shiny at all. It just gives me a glow. It makes my makeup glide on so easily. It doesn't alter the wear of my makeup. So if you have dry bits, like randomly, or really dry skin, definitely something to look into. You could just use it as your moisturizer too, but I like to double up because my skin's kind of dry. Next is another Glossier product, and if you saw those two Glossier videos I did, you will already know what it is, and that is the Cloud Paint in Dusk. Oh my god. I'm actually wearing this today a little bit. I will apply more just so you can see it, even though you've seen me apply it twice already. But it's such a gorgeous shade. It makes you look like you were just in the sun. It blends, you don't have to work super quick, and it just gives you that like, oh my gosh, look at that. It's so pretty, and there's zero shimmer in it, but it gives you a glow. Oh, it's amazing. It's like you were sitting at the beach all day, but you didn't actually get sunburn. You're not hurting your skin, bad UV rays, you're not sweating, but it makes you look like what I wish I looked like when I woke up from a nap. Look at that. It's gorgeous. And I wish they made more shades. I think they make 4. I wish they made more because I would buy them for sure. And I guess we'll keep along the lines of beauty. This is hair, and it's from Ava NYC. Now you guys know I love their texture spray, the Surf's Up texture spray. I have it in my hair now. I literally always use it. I've talked about it, raved about it. It's amazing. But they've also make this. I got this a long time ago, and I went on it and I stopped using it, and I went back, and it's been kind of like an on and off situation, but I think this is the first time putting it in a favorites, and it's the Up All Night Volumizing Spray. This stuff smells so good. All their products really do smell amazing, and it does have heat protectant in it, which is a big plus for me because I find it hard to find products that have heat protectant in them that don't weigh my hair down. The only thing I don't like about this is the bottle, because I spray this, and when you spray it, this thing doesn't come back up. You actually have to take this and pull it back up so you can spray it again. So it's not like you can just, you know, do that all over your hair. You really have to like do it, pull it up, do it, pull it up. That gets really annoying, and I know I sound like first world problems, but that happens. But other than that, I really like it. I might just have a faulty one, or because I've had it for so long it got stuck. Not really sure. And it just gives my hair like a little extra volume. Naturally, if I didn't do anything to my hair, it would just fall flat and look disgusting. So love that, and their packaging is super cute too, so I would definitely buy this again. Ava NYC, shout out to you. This is amazing, and if they sponsored me, I would totally say yes, because oh my god, that would be amazing. I love their products so much. I really need to try more of them too. Another type of beauty thing, it's not really beauty, but if you saw my night routine, you would have seen this. Well, I haven't actually posted that yet. Like it's scheduled, but you haven't seen it, so I don't know what you're gonna comment, but if you have, I feel like people are gonna comment what vitamin were you taking, and that is Folic Acid. You can use any brand, 400 mcg, and this was a really weird purchase for me. You can go watch my period and birth control pill experience story thing. I'll leave the link below, but I've struggled a lot with periods that are just like so crappy, and lots of pain and feeling sick. It's heavy, and it's cramps and cramps and cramps, and it's not just like normal cramps. It's like I cannot get out of bed for 2 days cramps. I'm puking, like it's bad, and I haven't found anything to remedy that. I even went on the pill to help with my schedule because my schedule is really off, and even with that, I was trying to find like an over-the-counter herbal vitamin or something that would help. I have tried like vitamin B, and I've tried a couple of other things that just literally did absolutely nothing for me. I looked online and was like, what vitamin can help me? And then I thought, okay, folic acid is what they give women who are pregnant because it's supposed to help with a bunch of different stuff. And so I looked up the benefits of it, and it seemed something I should try. It's not like it's gonna hurt me. They said women should take it, and because I have pretty heavy periods and I have low iron naturally, folic acid is supposed to help your body like reboot the iron. I'm not a doctor, but if you lose a lot of iron, especially if you have heavy periods, it's really good to take folic acid. I just take it once a night. I take it like right when I take my birth control pill. It's the tiniest pill, like it's so tiny you don't even need to drink water with it if you don't want to, but it does say to take with water. But I only take it once a day, and it's been helping. I've only taken it for about a month now, and I think it really helped because I've only had one period, obviously, and I feel like it was way less painful. I definitely still had cramps, but they weren't like keeping me in bed constantly. It was like a couple of moments where I was like, oh my god, the pain, but it wasn't constant how it normally is. It also wasn't nearly as heavy. I haven't felt as upset, kind of. I have like very weird hormones, and I get really emotional, and I feel like I'm a teenager sometimes with the amount of angst I have, and you know, I watch like dog commercials and cry at the drop of a hat, and this I feel like has helped with that a bit. And I don't know, I just think it's been helping. So if you have bad periods, it might just be something to try. It's not very expensive. I think it's like $6. I can link to it on Amazon if you want. It doesn't have any bad side effects that I've noticed, but I feel like it does help. So it's definitely something just to try out if you have that issue. Now, this is something that is weird to put into this video because I have literally used it today, and that's pretty much it. But I used it for like a whole summer 2 years ago, and now I feel like I'm gonna use it all over again. I've been wearing like one lip color for the last like 4 months, or like 2 different ones that look exactly the same, and I just feel like they're the only ones that suit me when I'm pale. But a couple summers ago, my friend Jess got me this lipstick, Brave by MAC. It's a satin one, so it's not really matte, but it's not matte either. It's this color. It's very pinkish, but like a cool pink, but more pinkish than what I've been wearing. I've been wearing something more gray, very cool, very neutral, and this has a touch more pink to it, which isn't something I thought would be good when I'm this pale, but I wore it today, and now I'm like, I want to wear this again because it's less drying than most matte lipsticks that I have, because it isn't really matte. It doesn't have any shimmer or anything, but it just gives me like this really cool color, and I feel like now that it's going to be spring, well, it's definitely spring when you're seeing this, it's nice to brighten up my face just a little bit. But I really like this a whole lot, and it smells like vanilla, and I would recommend it if you like MAC and you want to try Brave. I'm throwing it out there. Next is these shoe inserts. I'm not going to show them to you because they're in my shoes and it's kind of gross, but they're from Dr. Scholl's. I'll put in a picture of them and I'll link everything below like I always do. But I have plantar fasciitis, and my arches are super, super big. Like my arches in my feet are like insane. So I get really, really, really bad heel pain because when I stand and walk around, all my weight is going on my heels and not my arch, so I need to wear arches, and most of them don't. Most like inserts that you put in your shoes like that just aren't good enough, and these are perfect. They're $10 and they last quite a while. I just got a second pair because I want to put them in all my shoes and not switch them around. I get them at Target. They sell them at Walmart and most stores like that, but these ones are the best ones I've tried so far. They do hurt when you first get them. You have to get used to them for like 2 weeks, walk around, because they will start to hurt your arches because your arches aren't used to having that pressure put on them. But once it's used to it, your foot now is being completely like balanced out your weight, if that makes sense, and it feels a lot better, and now I don't get as much foot pain. Just want to throw those out there in case you have plantar fasciitis or foot pain, because I'm obviously an 80-year-old woman. Food, the first thing is my favorite is I switched coffees. You guys know I used to drink Starbucks, if you remember from my old videos, and I would get the pods, and then I recently have been like hating myself for all the things that I can't help with in life, like the environment and stuff. So I was like, I don't want to use Starbucks pods because they're really bad. I'm just constantly throwing out this plastic. So I switched to Chock nuts because they have biodegradable pods, I think. Don't quote me on that, but they're just better for the environment. I used to drink Chock nuts when I started drinking coffee back in like middle school, and I like the Midtown Manhattan, the Soho one, and the Upper West Side Dark too. I like all of them, and normally I only like one coffee from a brand, so that's really great. I like it a lot, and the pods are really cool looking, and they work in all Keurigs, and just want to throw that out there if you wanted to try a new coffee. It's also way cheaper than Starbucks, so that's always a plus, and I get coupons in the paper for Chock nuts. So definitely try Chock nuts. Could I say nuts anymore? If you watched my movie recommendations video, you know that I'm really trying to eat healthier. I watched some documentaries last month and I'm just like really trying to eat better, cut out a lot of animal products, so that means dairy. I have sprinkled some cheese on things once in a while, but that's pretty much it. I already don't drink milk, but I obviously use butter, and butter is such a big dairy product and people forget that that's dairy. So what I've been doing is using something called, I have it written down, it is Earth Balance Vegan Soy Free Butter. Now, you don't have to get the soy free one, but the vegan one just has no dairy in it. But I get soy free because I'm not allergic to soy, but soy makes me break out. So if I use too much of it, I just don't want to risk it. So I get the vegan soy free one and I love it. Like honestly, when I first started using it, I was using it to cook and like saute and stuff like that. But I was like, that's not gonna be good on anything else. If I put it on a bagel, it was great. On toast, it literally tastes like spreadable butter. Like there's nothing wrong with it. You would never know. If you made that for someone and used that instead of butter, they would never ever know. Also, another vegan option, another soy-free thing is So Delicious almond milk ice cream and coconut milk ice cream. The almond milk one, I don't like in vanilla. It tastes too almondy, but the chocolate one is really good. Even my brother likes it and he's so picky. And then the coconut milk one and the mint chocolate chip one is amazing. Definitely recommend those. They're not cheap. They're like a little tiny tub for like $5, but they are on sale once in a while. And they also, what I notice anyways, maybe it's just my freezer, but you know how ice cream gets really hard after you open it? This doesn't do that. No matter how many times I go in and take a spoonful or something, it doesn't get hard. And you would never know. Like if I scoop that out onto someone's plate, other than the almond milk vanilla one, all the ones I've tried, you'd never know that they weren't just regular ice cream. So that's awesome. Also, since they're such a small pint, I think that's what it is. You don't feel like you have to take as much. Like I'm not a big ice cream person in the first place. I just want a little bit of flavor, so it's perfect, the amount that comes in it. So just wanted to recommend that. Another food, I think this is my last food one. Don't worry if you don't like that I talk about food. The Kashi Chewy Nut Bar, nut butter bars. They're new, I think, but I like the trail mix one. It doesn't taste like it's too chocolatey or gross or anything. I'm pretty sure it's vegan too, but it has like cranberries in it and nuts and a bunch of stuff, and it gives you a lot of energy, and there's a bit of dark chocolate in it too, so I really like that. It tastes like you're having a candy bar but not so sweet, if that makes sense. And then moving on to TV, I have 4 shows and 2 YouTubers before my camera dies. The first show, I don't know if I've talked about it. I think I have in my TV chats video, Riverdale. Riverdale. I'm so freaking excited. I love that show. It's so weird to watch a bunch of teenagers now that I'm older, but the acting is amazing. I follow like all the stars on Instagram. I'm addicted to Cole Sprouse. I cannot get enough of him. I didn't used to have a crush on him as a kid, but now I really like him a lot, and he's amazing, and his acting and him on Twitter, everything. But I think it's supposed to be on Netflix in May, so this video is definitely after May. Anyway, if you watch it, let me know. If you haven't, now you can catch up on season 1 on Netflix. Let me know who you think did it. I'm not gonna say did what because I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't watched it. And let me know who you ship and stuff. I'm such a Betty and Jughead shipper. Oh my god. Next is 13 Reasons Why. Obviously, you guys know I love that. I did a whole video about it. It was like a long video too. So if you haven't watched that, then definitely watch it. If you have, definitely check out my video where I kind of just go on and on and on about it. A lot of people obviously are watching it because there's a lot of like memes and GIFs or GIFs or whatever the heck it is. I feel like because it's so popular, people aren't taking it as seriously as I feel like it should be taken, but I really love it, and you can see how much I love it in that video. Next to one I've mentioned a million times, and that's Supernatural, but this last season, just so good. You know, when a show's been on as long as this Supernatural has, it's really hard not to repeat yourself over and over again, and they just keep coming up with new plot lines that aren't repetitive. It's just crazy how good that show is. So really loving Supernatural. There's so many seasons to catch up on if you haven't watched, but it's worth it, I think. And then last show is something I recently got into, which is The Middle. I can't believe I haven't been watching this for so long. I'm watching the new episodes, and I do watch them randomly on Freeform. I wish I could watch it beginning to end, but they don't have it on Netflix. But I have a really inappropriate crush on the dad. Like, he is so my type. He's very like Luke Dames, and I love him. I have such a crush on him. It's like unhealthy, actually. Like, I watch that show and I'm like, why can't I be married to him? It's really embarrassing that I'm admitting that, but definitely watch The Middle. It's so funny. I love a good sitcom, and honestly, I think it's a little bit better than Modern Family. The last 2 are YouTubers who I've definitely mentioned before, probably put them in my last current favorites, but I just had to mention them because they're just 2 YouTubers that I cannot stop watching, that I literally will watch every video. That's Emily Noel 83, whether it's her family videos, whether she's talking about babies or breastfeeding. Like, I literally watched a whole video of hers about breastfeeding. I'm not pregnant. I don't plan on having children this year. I don't like know anything about breastfeeding, but I literally watched her entire video on breastfeeding because I like her so much. and I really enjoy her videos from beauty to everything. She's so honest and real, and just she feels like you're talking to a friend, and she's funny, and she just, there's nothing that bothers me about her ever, and I really recommend her. She does amazing reviews and hauls and just talks about a lot of different products, and she talks about brands that you haven't really heard of. She introduces me to a lot of stuff. Another person is Velvet Ghost, who I've talked about a million times, Gabby. I love her. I love her so much. On Twitter, she's amazing. On her vlogs are gold. I love that she doesn't fake it. Like, so many YouTubers fake it. They make things seem like everything's always perfect, and she doesn't. She complains when she wants to complain, like I do. And she just is herself. She doesn't fake who she is, and she has issues, and she talks about them. She's kind of like the Chrissy Teigen of YouTube, if you ask me. I just love Gabby so much. Definitely watch her, whether you want to watch her main channel, which is amazing. I love her editing and her thumbnail and all that style that she has, and that's like her main channel, but then her vlog channel is really good too. So definitely check them both out if you haven't. Not that they need any help. I'd really recommend them. I'll link them below, of course. And those are my final favorites, and my camera's about to die, so I really gotta go. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more from me in the future, and I'll see you next time. Bye!